Hi guys, welcome back to the Playroom. Today we're going to take a look at a French Army tanker from the Battle of France in 1940. During the Battle of France in 1940, French tankers played a crucial but often underappreciated role in the initial defense and counterattacks against the German advance. While they faced significant challenges, including inferior numbers and technology, French tanks like the Char B-1 and the Soma S-35 demonstrated their capability in combat. On 3 September 1939, France and Britain declared war on Germany over the German invasion of Poland on the 1st of September. On May 10, 1940, German armies invaded Belgium, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, and parts of France. As part of the initial defenses, French armored divisions engaged in fierce fighting, particularly at the Battle of Montcornet, where they initially drove back the German forces, but eventually had to retreat due to a lack of support and Luftwaffe intervention. Leaders like Colonel Charles de Gaulle, who later became a prominent figure in the Free French forces, demonstrated the capabilities of the French tank commanders. Now our figure is Serge Bernier, a French tank crewman. He was produced in 2007 by Dragon Models. He's wearing the M35 helmet with anti-fragmentation goggles, the M35 leather jacket, binoculars, leather pistol belt and holster, and canvas coveralls. And underneath, he wears the standard French Army uniform. His collar tabs identify him as a member of the 15th Battalion des Chars de Combat. His sidearm is the .32 caliber Ruby pistol. Unbelievably, this was issued from 1914 straight through 1958. The French Tank Corps was hampered by a lack of equipment and training, particularly in comparison to the well-equipped German armored divisions. French tankers were forced to adapt their tactics to counter the German advantage, often employing unconventional methods and relying on their skill and courage. Despite the bravery and skill of the French tankers, the Battle of France highlighted significant technological gaps, including the German Panzer IV's superior armor and firepower compared to some French tanks. The Char B-1, with its heavy armor and firepower, was a notable example of a well-designed French tank, though not numerous enough to make a decisive difference in the overall campaign. One of the most prevalent myths about the 1940 campaign was that the French tanks were foolishly broken up into small detachments compared to the concentration of the German tanks in the panzer divisions and panzer corps. This wasn't entirely untrue. There is the record from the Battle of Stonne, where a single B-1B took on 13 Panzer IVs and destroyed all of them, with receiving minimal damage to itself. General Heinz Guderian later said, "The decisive cause for the German success in battle against French tanks was the fact that the French always fought against a regiment with only a small number of tanks. Therefore, it was possible to destroy them with the concentrated fire of our relatively few armor-defeating weapons. It could have led to a very difficult situation if the French employed large numbers of the Soma tanks against us." After the fall of France, hundreds of French tanks fell into German hands, and these tanks were pressed into service and used up until the end of the war. The French tankers in the Battle of France were a significant force, particularly in the initial defense and counterattacks against the German advance. While their efforts were hampered by technological and resource limitations, they demonstrated courage, tactical skill, and it earned them a place in military history. All right, that's enough for today, but you can stop back again anytime. Playroom's always open. Big Sarge is always here.